Right about now.
Yeah.
Hey, good afternoon, evening, good night, whatever the hell you want to call it. Happy Memorial Day weekend, Mr. Shelton with Daryl and Kevin. And yeah, welcome to another episode of Getting This Shit Off the Chest. So, how's everybody doing?
Not bad, man. I'm going through the final stages of getting my house, so I'm happy about that.
That's what's up,
Right.
bro. I just came back from my grandma's birthday party. She turned 80.
Nice.
It was awesome.
You take the
Cool.
missus with you?
You said what?
So you take the missus with you?
Nah,
Okay.
she wasn't feeling good.
PR Balrog won Marvel.
What? Who
Yeah.
nominated Chris G?
Ray Ray came in second. Chris G came in third. Wong was fourth. Full schedule. Neo, Crazy Joe, and JDM came in seventh.
Hmm.
7/8.
Oh, okay, that's good. It's good for Michigan.
It was a rough top 16, man, for real.
Yeah,
Lot of
I saw when he lost to Ramasama. He
Mhm.
had that man. All he had to do was his foot died. All he had to do was just a foot died. He fucking tried to do the fucking plasma shit, the little sparkle, little sprinkle shit, and it got him fucked up. I was like, no.
Well, let me go ahead and bring this up because I know he want to open his mouth and say something about it. Sheldon, how
Yes.
how you feel about the winner of the Ultra tournament?
Well,
Any,
I feel.
any thoughts or reflections on that? Anything you want to say? Get off your chest there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say good luck, niggas. I told you Elena was good. All she needed was just a good system. That's all she needed. People didn't have a good system in Third Strike. Now she do. So
I
y'all
like
niggas
I love and I hate when Sheldon is proven right because he's gonna talk about it for the next 3 weeks.
is right. I'm gonna talk
Some
about it
way, shape, form, or fashion.
because
I ain't
people
gonna lie.
she
I ain't
had.
gonna lie. When I was watching, like that was like my first time seeing her like in action like that. I was like, she's kind of dope. I was like,
Ooh, all she needs is one level to combo into her Ultra.
I'm telling you
yeah,
right now, out of all the new characters, Elena and Rolento are the two best characters in the game. And I tell you why. Ultra Street Fighter 4 is a footsie based, heavy footsie based game. And both of those
Right.
characters are heavy footsie based, and not only that, they can use one bar to get into their ultra. They
Yep.
can do. They're just like Rufus, so it's a wrap. So y'all better learn those Orlando and Atlanta matchups very fast, or y'all get blown up.
Yes,
that man,
they better than Rufus in that regard. Like
just
Elena's
what's the
output
thing?
is real bad. So if you can trade with her, then by all means. But once she gets you to stop hitting buttons, you got problems, man.
The guy matchup. Just by me watching her play, it's a wrap. That matchup is not gonna be good for Gal.
Hell no, it's
Hell
not.
no. Hell no. I was just like, what? I was just while watching the shit that she could do when she was when he was fighting Saget, fight Ryan Hart. I was like, what? Oh
Not
hell
good.
no.
But here's the thing, though. I was watching the match. I was like, during the match, I was like, man, Justin better stop doing them slides. He gonna get DP. He better. And as soon as I said that, he got Tiger Destruction. I was like,
Dog. Ryan Hart's reactions, dog.
did
Oh
you
my
see the fight between him and
god.
Glitch? Did you see the fight between him and Glitch?
No. Oh, I think I
Glitch,
did.
Glitch did he did a crouching fierce, right? And you know how Rufus crouching fierce goes, damn near halfway across the screen.
Oh yeah. He did the
Yeah.
he dashed,
Man,
focus attacked it, and
focus
ultra his
did that
ass.
shit. I was like, yo,
I only seen like, but to see But to see fucking a Saget player, he literally absorbed that bitch like Ultra. I said, what? I was like, oh man, his reactions is too good. Like his reactions is too good. He fucking Ultra Justin Wong. Oh shit, you know me. I'm always late with the link.
He altered Elena slide like it was nothing off reaction.
Yep. He's good, man. He's real good. You can't even deny that at this point.
Right. I knew he was always good, especially from third strike, and before that, even before that, the Taken, when he started out. Well, I don't want to say he started out, but he was known for Taken. He was blowing people up, but. Well, we might as well just get into it. Let me just get into it, okay? Me and my wife had a good, brief discussion about something. I wanted to bring it to the table and see how y'all feel about it, because I know how I feel about it. You know how my brother feel about it.
Man, you sound like you are underwater right now.
Should bring it up. Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but you just sound underwater right now, my nigga. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So can you hear me now?
Yeah, go get your laptop, man.
Yeah, why he all sideways, like laying to the side? Just
Right,
lazy.
yeah, man, you know, shit like that. Go get your laptop, nigga.
Yeah, both of y'all can kiss my ass.
I know he phoning it in, but you ain't gotta pretend it.
Making me get my laptop.
Yeah, nigga.
Sometimes I don't want to get my damn laptop. Anyway, I got it. Shut up before you even say something. Now I just gotta find my headphones. But the thing is, me and my wife was talking about it, and it was like, if black men don't want to have babies, well, men in general, not just black men, but men in general, if men don't want to have any more kids, should they get a vasectomy?
Oh, yeah. It can be reversed, right?
Yeah. Y'all go on your phone. It can be reversed.
If he feel he gonna be slanging like that, and he don't want to have no kids, then yeah. How much one of those cost?
I don't know. I know they cost like in the 1,000, maybe. All right.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants, I mean, it all comes down to what he want to be responsible for. If he know he don't want any more, then do it.
Yeah. I just don't feel comfortable with that.
Especially if he's running around putting it in anything he sees.
Daryl, how do you feel about it?
Man, nah, I don't need to get
Yeah, how do you feel about
Nah, it go down, son. Nah, son. I gotta spread my seeds around the earth.
it? How do you feel about that, son?
Why not, man?
Ooh, boy.
Nah, I'm good.
Why not? Why not?
Nah.
Y'all can see me clearly, can't you? This tablet coming in real nice.
So no. So let's say, Daryl. Let's say you got like
All I'm
3, 4
saying
kids,
is,
right? Why not?
I'm about to, but anyway. Go ahead.
No, let's say you got 3 or 4 kids, and let's say you're done. Should you get a vasectomy, or should she get a tubes tied?
Both. Oh, Just to be sure.
Just to be sure.
It depends on it.
Just err on the
It
side of caution.
depends. It depends. I'm gonna have to say it depends. It depends on the health conditions though.
Yeah, both of y'all are completely healthy. Let's just pretend.
No.
Don't try to take medical situations. Assume everybody is healthy. Assume everybody is virile.
No.
Oh, this boy wants split hairs. Look at that. He wants split hairs. Oh, well, what if he like this? So no, they both fine, and they got 4 kids. What?
No. No.
He's like,
Okay.
The only way, yeah. No. Both healthy? No. Because I don't think that shit is irreversible.
It is reversible. It is reversible. A vasectomy, yeah.
I don't know.
Google it or Wikipedia it, man.
I'll do it later. Nobody doing it right now.
You was looking for an excuse to keep saying no.
You're right, I am.
Yes. You all in your feelings right now.
No, I'm not. Actually, I'm not.
There you are.
No, I'm not.
Not
my feelings, dog.
in your voice.
No, I gotta turn the light on.
We can get Sheldon his feelings. That makes for good radio.
I know, right?
Well, how you feel about lame guys looking at your wife?
what? Why I gotta get him out of it?
Me and my
That's
queen.
a compliment to me. Said, look at my wife.
This discussion earlier, man. I was explaining to her the contours of her shape, and I was saying how I can't blame any other guy for looking. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can't, because I'm looking like if I see another guy looking, I'm gonna like slide up to him, put my arm around him, and be like, dude, don't you look nice? Like I'm gonna be all in with him. So if I'm looking at her,
right?
If I'm looking at her like she's something new, and I'm with her, how can I blame somebody that's actually setting eyes on her for the first time, and he's staring? What am I getting mad for? Like, what do you call it? Like, it's not jealousy because I'm like it's not jealousy because the dude is with her. What do you call that? Is some punk assness? Is there? Can we come up with a term for that? Other guys look at this girl.
I don't know. I don't know what we can call it. We'll come up with something. We'll come up with a good term for that because the guy is supposed to. He's supposed to be happy that other dudes is looking at his chick. You know.
But you know what? The reason he would have a problem with it is because deep down inside he knows that those guys are admiring his girl more than he does.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if a guy give a girl, if a guy give my girl a compliment on her page, I'm not gonna get mad because there's no way in the world that dude can compliment her more than me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't nowhere near the same ballpark. So if she get another compliment from another guy, regardless of who he is, dude, you're right. She deserved that compliment.
Right.
But from my point of view, you ain't coming nowhere near by any stretch of the term giving her as many compliments as I do. You know what I'm saying? So the only reason I'm gonna be threatened by another guy is if I know deep down inside I'm not doing enough to her what he's doing for her. Whether it be compliments, saying she look nice, talking to her, listening to her problems, you know, all that stuff.
Right.
The only reason he have a problem is if he knows he's faulty or lacking in that department. Period. Otherwise, what you mad for?
I see no purpose of being mad. I just don't.
Yeah.
Some guys are just immature when it comes to that. You know?
Pretty much.
They don't understand how they supposed to feel. They don't get it.
Right.
And that's sad, dude. That's sad. Yeah.
Very.
You can't even be around guys like that, man.
Yeah. You just can't be around guys like that. You can't be around guys who, what's the word I'm looking for? You can't be around guys who use nefarious or bitch-made ways to get at your girl or get at any girl. Bring up the ex. You can't be around dudes that either, man. I mean, fellas, you can't. I mean, look, man. You know, guys always say, keep your pimp hand strong, but I'm saying keep your words stronger because these guys nowadays, they be bringing up the ex, trying to get on and make the ex look bad so they can get on with a female. That's bitch shit. Women do that. You ain't got to go through that route.
We're not gonna break up a person's name about that, but Shelton, I'm surprised you brought it up. I'm like, that's why I'm like laughing because you brought that up when I told you earlier this week.
No, I'm just saying, man. I mean, I seen that, man. I see that.
Hey,
It
this
runs.
is a true story?
You said what?
This based on a true story?
Actually, Shelton. Actually, Kevin, you were actually a witness there.
Yeah, we'll get more in depth on that later. But in general, because
just say the name in the inbox chat.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but I mean, in general, you as a man, you shouldn't bring up another man's dilemma to get on with his chick. Your own character should speak in volumes. Regardless if that man is doing good or bad, your character should outshine him. You don't need to downplay his character to make yours shiny.
Right.
That's what women do. That's what girls do. They make R&B songs about that. That's what women be like, your boy is mine, or if your girlfriend only knew. You know what I'm saying? They do that. That's them. That's a woman character trait from a woman.
Well, you know, when a guy does that, he can't stand on his own merit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He can't step to her and say, look, this is what I got to offer. This is what I do. This is how I roll. And let me get that.
Yeah.
That's beyond it.
Yeah, man. Shit's crazy. I didn't had a lot of events this week. I just don't know how I can word it without putting people on blast. I'm just gonna leave
I think I was there for that, but I wasn't like paying attention. I didn't realize who he was talking about. I vaguely remember the discussion.
Yeah.
But that's how it is, D. When people want what you got or want what you had, they wonder. First off, they wonder how you did it because they couldn't. And second of all, they look at it as some kind of fluke because you did it seemingly easy. Not to mention you had a lot of help from yours truly. But you know what I mean? They don't see all that. It's like when Justin Wong win a major, we don't see the hours and the time that he put in to not drop that Rufus combo.
Right.
You know, we don't see all of that. You know, focus FADC and that he did in trainer mode to not mess up on anything that he does. We don't see all of that. Right. We don't see his training regimen. We just see him pulling out the combos and just hitting everything. And on the back end, we don't, you know, because we don't see it, we don't think it exists.
Right.
That's why people can look at us and be like, well, you went through this, or you've been married for a long time. What you know about talking to women? Ooh, the game starts when you get married. The game starts when you get in a committed relationship. Look at Sheldon. Am I lying, Sheldon?
No, no, no. Do tell. Do tell.
Everything else is the preliminaries, dude. Everything else is the minor league. Everything else is water under the bridge, man.
The best analogy I can come up with is this. Think of marriage as the NBA. And before marriage, think about it as college or semi-pro ball. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, what they do is when they get to the marriage part, they think they made it, and they game slack off. No, you know, when you get into, when you go from playing the collegiate ball and then you go to NBA, everybody's a pro. Everybody's good. You gotta step your game up. You gotta step up your game, man. You gotta step, or you gonna get left, or you gonna get dismissed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Pretty
saying?
much.
So you got to step your game up when it comes to marriage. I mean, because if you don't, I mean, come on, man. I mean, you gonna get bored with that person, or that person gonna get bored with you, and then you become a free agent.
Depends on how much hot sauce you got in the house.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hot sauce serves anything.
I prefer blue cheese, but whatever works.
Yep, and then man, we might as well get into it with this whole Ti thing. Look, man. First and foremost, my wife, she used to watch the show. You know, I would, she would watch the show and whatnot, and I don't really like Tiny. Never did. I never liked her in Escape. When everybody was drooling about her over in Escape, I was either, digging the Candy or I was digging that fat chick. I forgot her name, the fat one.
Candy was a deal.
So, but Tiny, she reminded me of the cartoon The Littles. But anyway, my thing is when you watch the show, Ti and his son and his daughter be chilling, and Tiny be coming in with that drama shit. She always causes drama. I don't know if she does it on television or they portray her to do that, but for the most part, she be doing that. But then you could tell Ti be unhappy and he be want to be out, but he's too scared to get out. So of course he cheated or whatnot. And then us man, and when we become celebrities, man, we go from chasing to being the chasee. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to, what I mean, to say no, when it's getting thrown at you 24/7. But it's no excuse. But at the end of the day, he should have just, like, look, we gotta divorce because of reconcilable differences. We ain't getting along and whatnot. But no, they took a break from each other and they vacation in the same goddamn city. What kind of shit is that? Who does that? So anyway, the next you see, you hear Floyd Mayweather, you see a picture, but let's be real. This what really happened. You know what I'm saying? What really happened was he heard word of it and his entourage hyped him up. That's what the hell happened.
You think so?
And, yeah, man, come on, man. When you have your entourage, when you got like 30, 40 motherfuckers with you, and you be like, man, I want to take that shit. Let's do something. They get you all hyped up, and then it turns into a real nigga moment. So he approached him, but sources say that he swung on somebody else from TMT. You know what I'm saying? He didn't swing on Floyd. Everybody think he swung on Floyd, but he didn't swing on Floyd. He swung on somebody else, and then that other, I think it was either Floyd's bodyguard or one of his entourage, and they mopped him up. Then Ti's crew tried to join in, and then they got mopped up. Floyd did not fight at all. Floyd was trying to squash the situation. Like, dude, I don't bang married chicks. Check your bitch. I didn't do all that.
Right.
So
that's what he's supposed to do, though, dude.
Right.
You're supposed to check whoever's close. My general rule is you check whoever's closest to your heart.
Right.
That's the best way I can put it, dude. In this case, you check your girl. Like, hold on, what's going on? What?
And this caused it hasn't out of this hasn't really caused a good argument. It caused a lot of debate, and it was an intellectual debate. And I got into an intellectual debate with a couple people, and it was like, man, you ain't supposed to check another nigga, man. You supposed to check, you supposed to check your girl, which is true. Which is true. However, I like how people who don't never been in this situation presents itself always got the goddamn answers. Let me explain something to you. He on vacation, she on vacation. Same goddamn city. This is his wife. He see pictures. His friends get him up. What do you think the hell was gonna happen? I'm not saying he right, but let's keep it real. This is his wife, dog.
Let my wife be in the same city as I am, and I see pictures and stuff like that. I mean, you don't know what the passion plus alcohol plus rage. Come on, man. That's not a good look. So I'm not saying I agree with everybody saying he should choose her, huh?
What now?
No, I'm saying I agree with everybody, but at that moment, I don't know, but I don't have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I do have a problem with it with Ti and what he did. He was wrong for that, but my real main concern is what she did after, like today. What the things she said. That's straight up betrayal. Okay, I know y'all got problems. You know what I'm saying? I know you got problems, but you don't air out your dirty laundry like that, and you don't you don't put your husband on blast. That's still your husband, regardless what he did or whatnot. You don't see Ti trying to put her on blast. She had
Yep.
no problems putting him on blast, none whatsoever.
Right. And that shows a severe lack of respect, man.
Yeah,
That's grounds to be done with her right there.
right.
That's grounds to be completely done with her just off of that. And it's don't come back. Bye.
Yeah, it's just infuriating. It's like, man, it's painful, man. You feel kind of betrayed, man. I mean, you go check a dude from trying to hit your wife, and then the wife side with the dude, and everybody was like, well, how did he side with Floyd? Well, she didn't side with her husband, and the fight was between two individuals, so she didn't side with her husband. She took Floyd's side, and Floyd was like, yo, don't I ain't do nothing with your wife, so of course she side with. Did she side by him by default, man? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That's like my wife said. My wife saying,
Plus, on top of that, they used to date.
yeah. And then people was like, well, how you know they used to date? She said they used to date. Come on, man.
Yep.
And then another thing is, between that and what Tony Braxton said, let me explain something to you guys out there. Look, just because these people are celebrities, just because they got money, that don't give them a free pass to act like dumbasses. You know who else got free money and free passes? Kevin Spacey. You know who else got money? Kevin Spacey. You never hear anything about his personal life. Why? Because he don't want you to know about his personal life. Stop giving these motherfuckers a free pass because they got some money, and you think
Right.
that you think. I mean, money ain't the cure for all. If money can buy you happiness, then why the hell do we have so many stories of people who are rich that having bad problems or issues on TMZ or media takeout? That because money is just an amplifier. It amplifies the good as well as the bad. People be like, well, they rich, they got money, so they don't live like us. And yes, they do. They
So
lay
shit,
down, huh?
your wife's new sister wanted to say hi.
Oh, so I said hello. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, they lay down in the same bed as we do. They put their pants or dresses on just as us. They're not superhuman. They're not meta gods. They're human. And they just
Got
got a
more
few. They got a few more ducats than us. And like I said, money amplifies the situation. And if you unhappy before when you didn't have money, you'd be unhappy when you get money.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of the beast.
right. Money amplifies who you already are.
Right.
It don't change you, dude. It don't change nobody.
Right.
You got people that they make millions and then they give it away to charity. They're not changing into a good person because they got the money. They was a good person before they got the money.
Right.
So it's not. It magnifies who you already are.
People don't understand
So
that.
to be who you are, then you gonna be that person.
And and then people got on me because I went ham on Tony Braxton. I was like, fuck that bitch.
Well,
Fuck her.
we're
Man,
talking.
she said like a week ago, she said the reason why her son has autism is because she had aborted her previous baby and God was punishing her. I was like, no, bitch, you dumb. That's why you getting punished. And I was like, it had nothing to do with the Lord. It had something to do with you. No, it has something to do with you. I keep telling women, you think abortion is an easy fix. It's not an easy fix. You can really do some severe damage to your uterus. So then, when your uterus becomes soft and weak and unhealthy, and you have miscarriages after abortion, is because your doctor did something wrong with your uterus. I mean, look, 85% of all abortions is done by male doctors. A male gender who doesn't know what or doesn't know or have empathy or have the actual feeling of gestating a child.
He just go in and chopping up stuff.
He just going in there just whacking it in your body. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, come on now. I mean, abortion ain't the easy way out, and you can really do some severe damage to your body. And he probably, her doctor or whoever probably did something, and I mean, the uterus is a very delicate organ. You know what I'm saying? That's where the baby gestates. So I mean, it's just, and then people was like, well, she got money, she got blessed, she got more money than you and doing this and that. I'm like, yeah, but that bitch ain't married. Next. That bitch ain't happy. Next. That bitch.
People try to like bring up stuff like you can't.
Right.
Like, you got nothing to add to it. Like
Right.
you don't have no merit because they got more money. Just stop.
And she got all the money in the world, but she can't buy a husband. All the money in the world, and then be like, well, maybe she don't want to be married. There's only one person on this earth that don't want to be married. Her name is Oprah. Anybody else, that's some bullshit. No, everybody wants to be married.
Oprah has convinced her that marriage is not good for them.
Right. That's because they don't want to try. It's like we live in a society right now where they think marriage is the worst thing ever, which is not. It's what you choose and who you choose it with. And a lot of people, they just want to take the easy way out. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. You got to put some work and some effort. But then then you got people on the outside looking at me like, you got a perfect marriage. No, the fuck I don't. Trust me, we be in here battling like fucking Battletoads every goddamn day. We in here fighting. You know what I'm saying? We be in here fighting. But the thing is, see, unlike everybody else, we don't put it out on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people put out their business on Facebook. Have you ever seen the females where you be like, yeah, have you ever seen a typical female Facebook page that look like this 13 minutes ago? Me and my babe about to eat somewhere 5 minutes ago. I can't stand this nigga. Ain't no good man out there 2 minutes ago. Me and babe having fun. Huh?
Are you friends with Dave's girl?
Well, who?
No.
David Adamson, like.
I'm friends with Dave.
Oh yeah. I'm friends with them. They both yelled at me one day. They was going ham on each other, and one day I was like, "Get this shit off of Facebook." It's like, "You don't know my business. You don't know my business." I was like, "Dave, get this shit off of Facebook. Like, keep it off." I don't know my business.
I put it up.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like 13 minutes ago. Me and babe about to go eat 5 minutes ago. Oh man, I can't stand this nigga. Any good men left? And then you got Simpson be like, hey, I'll take you out. We can go to Red Lobster. Then 3 minutes. Me and babe made up. We so great. It's like, look, you gotta keep this shit.
Oh, she said something about him, and I laughed. She said, leave him alone. I'm just joking. I said, yeah, this week.
Yeah, I read that. I'm like, yeah, man, you okay? Then here's the killing part. See, the problem is that you put it on Facebook. Then when somebody comment on it, then you're like, why you all up in my business? Put your business out on Facebook.
You put it out there for everybody to read.
Yep.
Anyway, I want to talk about the ultimate gift that a woman can give. A good woman can give a good man.
What is that, sir?
It's the awesomest gift on the planet. And it's the only thing that a good woman can give a good man. It's not sex, because you get that anywhere. It's not good cooking. It's peace of mind.
Oh, yes.
If I'm lying, fellas, let me know.
Oh.
Like when you come home, Shell, when you come home, your wife is essentially the same person every day, isn't she?
Yes, I can say right now, when I came home today, she was laying on the couch. I told her, let's cuddle, and I fell asleep.
Yes.
I fell asleep.
You do that when you touch her or when she touches you. it gives you a sense of peace, like nothing else matters at that moment in the world. Any problems that you having, they wash away. If only temporary, they're gone.
Man, it was awesome.
Peace
And
of mind.
I don't think she fully understands the concept, but fortunately for me, it doesn't stop her from like rubbing my head randomly. You know what I'm saying? She don't get what it does, but she just accepts it for what it is, and just does it anyway.
Right.
It's not for her to understand, baby. Just keep touching my head.
Man,
Yeah.
this is the first time I actually got some peace of mind.
And you know what, dude? I'm happy for you.
It's like an addiction, ain't it?
Man, 'cause I could be in here watching TV, playing video games, and she could be in the other room watching fucking what's Treehouse shit that y'all like.
That's my job. I'm a true friend.
and she won't, come in and bother me like, hey, what you need to do? She don't do that. I can sit here, I can play my game peacefully. She actually, she actually brought this to my attention. She said, you haven't played your video game in like 2 weeks. I was like, yeah, I know.
You cried a single tear, didn't you?
She was like, yeah, you should go ahead and do that tomorrow.
You cried a man tear, didn't you?
Yeah, you downside, it was some onions in the room,
Right.
So,
But no, I mean seriously, what's like you work like I work 12-hour days. Well, what is like to come home and next first thing before you even take off your goddamn baseball fitted or take off your shoes, first thing out of the mouth is like, you know what, you need to do this. I'm sick of these kids. I'm gonna do. You're like, God damn.
I don't get that.
You just be like the granddad on The Simpsons when he walked in the bar and walked right back out. And next you trying to go over your friend's house or go to the bar like man, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? Then after a while, your friends be like, yo, man, I can't hang out with you today because I'm hanging out with my lady. Man, let's go here, let's go here, let's go there. And then next you at the bar. And now you at the bar, you getting turned up. Next the other girl be looking all good. You like, man, I want to see how that be like. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you put yourself in them predicaments. Why? Because you can't find happiness at home, so you find it elsewhere.
I'll tell you how my day go, right? I go to work, get off work, go pick her up, we go to the crib, and then we just watch all night. And it be awesome.
That's another thing. You don't get tired of her being around you.
Nah, I don't.
At any point. Like even if y'all talking, y'all not talking, y'all doing other you don't get tired of her energy around you.
Nah, I mean we talk about a lot of shit. And like every day is something different.
And I'm telling these dudes, man, if you don't have that experience, if you don't have that feeling dealing with a woman, don't mess with her.
Yeah.
How many times have y'all did this webcast with your boo right next to you?
Shit, she in the other room right now. Listen to every word I'm saying.
For me, it's only happened twice. Like this time and like maybe the third episode.
It's been a couple episodes where she's just been laying right there, just watching TV.
I know a couple of times Sheldon's camera been off, so
right.
Yeah,
that was not my design. That was her design. She was like, turn it off.
I'm sure she turned it off for whatever reason, but make no mistake, we ain't stupid.
Right. Oh man, let me tell you what happened today, man. At my grandma's birthday party, right? Mm-hmm. So you remember my uncle, right? Remember I told you about my uncle? Mm-hmm. How he like chimed in? He was like, I like what y'all was talking about. I had my cousins. Like I didn't know that my cousins they were listening. Like they were listening to us and shit. They're like, man, we like y'all. We like when y'all be ranting about shit. That shit be funny. He said, because I be having a bad day. Then I come and listen to y'all shit and I'll be cool afterwards. I'm like, well, hey. Hey, it works. Shit.
Man, I had people hit me on Facebook, inbox me like, man, when y'all gonna do another show? Fuck, man, y'all lazy. Do a motherfucking show. What's wrong with y'all? Shit, y'all on that CP
man.
time. Do a goddamn show. But no,
No,
bro.
man. I mean, it get kind of weird. Like, and like I'm still like to this day, like whenever I go to tournaments and people like, oh shit, what up, D-Dog? I'm like, hey, what's up? So like when people bring that shit up, I be like, oh, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, I told you what happened to me in Nickel City, dude. This guy was just standing over in the corner over the video games. He kept looking at me. I'm like, this nigga gay? What is he doing? And he just kept looking at me. And then he was with his girl. I'm like, well, he with his girl, so I know maybe he down low or something. So then he just came up to me. He's like, man, you Shell, right? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, man, I love your YouTube. I was like, oh, man, that's what you've been doing over there? You was wondering if you could approach me? He's like, yeah, man, I want to bother you. I was like, dog, just bring your ass over here next time. Just say what up, dog. Ain't gonna bite.
I for one embrace my celebrity status.
Man.
I'm prevalent in it because it's fun. I had a guy, I was talking to a guy, he came up to me and started talking to me. And we was talking for a good 2 or 3 minutes before we actually got around to introducing ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And he say, you know, I'm so and so, and I'm saying, you know, oh, okay, cool, man. I'm Lord Hollow. He say, I know who you are. He said it in a way that like he was insulted that I would even imply that he didn't know me. I was like, my bad, dude. My mistake. I hadn't realized that I had reached that status where, you know, people are insulted that I would imply that they don't know me.
Right.
And it was an awesome feeling, man. It's an awesome feeling because, like, the thing is, and I know y'all get this even outside of the show, we helping people, man. We live on, like, helping people.
Ooh, let me help somebody. Let me help some more people then. Fellas, do not be ashamed, do not be embarrassed to have your standards and have your preference. Don't be ashamed. And don't ever listen to no female that clown you about that either. You have your standards, you have your preferences. And you should be picky. Women are picky all day. Don't sit up here and let a woman say, oh, you so picky and you arrogant. Women have standards. Men typically have standards, but they let it go by the wayside when it comes to females. If you don't like a chick because she fat, oh well, she fat. She knows she fat. Get her fat ass away from you. Period. You don't like a chick because her left titty is bigger than the right one. Just tell her, like, look, I don't dig you because you look like you holding a bowling ball on your left side and you got a golf ball on your right side.
I won't go that far.
Hey. You gotta let them know, man. See, that's the problem. See, look, that goes to my theory about the stinky breath. Breath. The women, see, look, a woman, if you on a date and a guy breath stink, a woman has no issues telling you your shit stink. She'll be very vulgar and very vocal about it. Whereas a guy, if he's on a date with a fine woman and her breath stink, a guy will sit there and stomach that shit and won't say nothing. See, and I'm telling the fellas and the brethren, like, yo, you need to tell her ass her shit stink. Because a lot of girls running around here, the reason why they breath stink is because they think their shit don't stink. Look, you got to let these fine-ass women who with these funky-ass breasts to tell them, like, they shit is tart, and they need to work on that. And that's where fellas fail to realize and become penguins because they scared to tell or try to tell a woman about her bad hygiene because it might jeopardize him getting some punani.
Yeah, they're afraid to take the PL.
Yeah. You sitting here, you a grown ass man. You sit up here, you took like 20, 30 minutes to get ready for a date. And she took even longer. And her breath is tart and you in the car with her and her shit smelling like fucking Broomhilda. Man, come on, man. Be real. Do you really want to have something to do with that?
I bet in the car she one of those people that like got to turn and face you when she talk to you.
Yeah, want to be all up in your face talking about what you like to do, where you like to go, how you be doing.
Heavy on her H's.
You be throwing Tic Tacs and fucking annihilators, hitting her in the forehead with them. Man, come on, man. I mean, fellas, dog. I mean, have standards, have morals, have dignity. You don't want to be. I don't care how fine she look. I don't care how. I'm saying, trust me. If she got the audacity to sit in front of you and her breath stink, trust me, she don't know how to take care of her punani.
She already disrespected you. If her breath smell like that, what you think the rest of her smell like?
Exactly. Exactly. She ain't never dushed or nothing. So you better take her to goddamn CVS and get some Summer Eve and make her gargle with it for real. Because that's just disgusting.
Smell like
But,
King Fox lair in the
you know what I'm
sewer.
saying? Well, I don't care how fine she is. If she's sitting up there with her breath stinking in front of your face, man, oh my God, that's such a disservice. Date's over.
Hmm. Yeah. But they're afraid to take the L. Well, first
Yeah.
off, it all comes back to a man not knowing his worth, dude.
Right.
That's what it comes down to. Because if you know your worth, you know that like you look like, hold on, I ain't gotta put up with this, man. There's plenty of women out. There's plenty of better women out here for me to spend my time on than this chick here. And you gotta like they don't want to accept that because
Right.
they all in their feelings and they're like they don't want to. I got one here, dude, and this dude is cool, man. This dude is cool, but he needs to know his worth because he had a chick get mad at him because he went to see Godzilla without her while she was at work.
Mm-hmm.
So when he comes back, she all on his back about this and that. You going to the movies without me? You don't. Hold on, I was taking some me time, chilling, and I decided to go see a movie. Who are you to tell me that I gotta wait for you? Like, if you want to see the movie that bad, that's fine. I can go see it again. But she didn't want, like, when you dealing with a difficult woman, she doesn't want to compromise the situation. She wants to keep dwelling on it. So even after she says her piece and you offer a solution, she rejects that solution because it's easier for her to like if she accepts the solution, she got to come up out of her feelings. She got to come up out of her feelings, accept that solution, and say, you know what? Okay, we can do that. But because she's a difficult woman, she don't want to come out of her feelings. She don't want to leave her emotions at the wayside. That means she wants to get into it with you. She wants to keep the argument going. And you as a man, you have to understand and know how to stop that argument. Whether it's telling her to shut up or just flat out leaving it. Because he don't need that headache, dude. He's a good dude. Y'all know him. I know y'all friends with him. But y'all don't need that. You know what I'm saying? He don't need that headache. He really don't. And I tell him that. I hope he's listening now, and I hope he's been listening to the words that I've been giving him directly. But if he knows his worth, he'll know he can just kick her to the side. Who are you to tell me what I can't do with my time? You know, it's stupid, and it's an unnecessary headache for him when he could just leave her to the wayside. She's beneath him. And I told him, look, I said, what he don't understand is, and I actually told him about his relationship in this regard.
Damn.
If it got to the point where she's saying something now, it had to build to that point. She was nitpicking in the past about stupid stuff, and you was letting her get away with it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Remember when I put up that stat that what you allow in a relationship escalates?
Mm-hmm.
I had him in mind when I put that up. I had a couple people in mind. But what you allow in a relationship to keep going, it escalates. A man don't start off in a relationship or a marriage beating on his wife. He says a snide remark to her first, just to gauge her reaction. You know? And then he probably curse her out. He verbally abuses her. Then she say something one day that he don't like, and he pushes her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
See how that goes. See how she takes that. So he don't go from 0 to just beating on her right off the bat. It escalates. It escalates to the point where he feels that it's okay for him to physically put his hands on her. Because she allows it. And it's the same thing with men. It's the same thing with men when the woman feels that she can say whatever she wants, and he just got to sit and take it because he afraid to take the L. He don't want to be sleeping on the couch that he bought. He can't sleep in the bed that he bought. Come on, man, get out of here with that.
I understand these dudes. These dudes love misery. They, because it's like they don't live in their truth and they don't know their worth. I'll be damned if I sit up here and I'll be damned. I'll be dead, man. My mustache is bristling, dog. I just swear, man. If I be sitting here, man, I couldn't cope with that, man. I'll be ready to fight every goddamn day.
Because you know who you are. You know your worth, man. You don't let that pass you like that.
Right.
Maria can't talk to you any old kind of way, like that stat that Andre's girl put up a while back. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't even with no more. You got heated for that. You got heated for him, Shell.
Yeah, man.
What stat was that?
Well, the basically is, you know how you're on Facebook and you know how your girlfriend, your wife, she always hijacks into your Facebook and be posting as you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this girl was posting some unscrupulous things, and it's like, man, this supposed to be your girl. I don't post like that because my wife, she hijacked my account, and she was like, I love my wife very much because I'm the best thing ever, and this and that, and this and that, and he can't live without me, which is all cool. But you say shit like I'm a fat motherfucker who just loves steak and shake and this and that, and like, bitch, you don't do that. Like, you don't do that, like, bitch.
Well, the problem put that up. It wasn't so far from the truth that I didn't believe.
Right.
I was like, okay, I thought Shell had actually put it up. I thought it was a little soft, but I wouldn't put it past you.
Right. Yeah, she'll go like, yeah, my wife is the sweetest everything. She my world, my rocking pillar. And then I'll be like, man, this is why I don't leave my Facebook open. But if my wife was like, man, I'm a fat fuck, receding hairline, big nose, don't get no ass, no this and that, you know what I'm saying? I'll never be nothing. I'm great. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful. I mean, it's horrible.
Very disrespectful. But you live and learn, man. All of it is a learning process, especially if you're a young cat, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't look back on it and say, man, I wasted all this time. No, dude. No. It's all a learning process. It all accumulates and builds up to you learning who you are. So when that time comes, when that one queen does come around, one, you recognize her, and two, you are alpha male and king enough for her to just like look at you like, yeah, I want to be with this dude. This gonna work.
Yeah.
And the relationship is gonna be easy. I mean, it's gonna be as easy as a relationship can be, but people are under the impression that it has to be difficult. It has to be hard. You got to go through fire to make it work. Well, 9 times out of 10, both of y'all have been through enough fire already. You know what I'm saying? This is the cooling process where you got the heated metal and you dip it. You already even like hit the hammer on it and shaped it, and now you just like putting it in the water to cool it off. That's the proper relationship. And you've already been through your crap. You've already been through your BS on both of y'all ends. Y'all both can live and learn.
Right.
You don't have to be like a live and learn. You don't have to learn. You don't have to go through hardships in the relationship itself.
Yeah. And you just can't. There's certain stuff you got. And look, you have to, as not even just as a man, but as a human being, you have to set certain standards. You got to set a tone or what you will allow, what you won't allow. And that goes with everything. It kills me how people set tones and standards, how people treat them on the street, but they don't set tones and standards in their relationship. Then they want to know why they're getting dogged or beat up in their relationship. Like, look, I ain't gonna fly for this. And don't be scared if you gotta risk taking that L to get that W.
All right.
Period. You have to risk that L to take that W. It don't matter. It don't matter. And that's what a lot of cats, a lot of young cats, they don't want to do that. They was like, oh, babe, I'm sorry. What the hell you apologizing for? Look, in my relationship, I used to be a habitual liar, and I used to apologize just for no reason, just so I could make her feel good. This is what I used to actually do. And it took me a while to realize, like, I ain't apologizing if I don't feel sorry. I ain't apologizing. And she was like, "You're a dick." I'm like, "No, I'm the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not apologizing just to accommodate your feelings. If I feel like I fucked up, then I'll apologize. But if I'm not apologizing. Not anymore. I used to do that. I did that for 6 years. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm lying to you and I'm lying to myself. I can't do that anymore. If I fuck up and I feel that I fucked up, and then yeah, I'll apologize. But if I can't go where, oh damn, she crying. Let me go. I'm sorry. No, it don't work like that anymore.
It's the waterworks, man. It's the waterworks, it's a tactic. When I'm dealing with when I'm messing around and playing with Vanessa's daughter, so yeah. And when I hug her, she'll start crying and, oh, you hurt me, you squeezed me, and start. It looked like she's legit crying, right?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I let her go, the bubbliness comes all out. She all happy again, and just the sadness just washes right off of her. I'm like, you're trying to just get over on everything. Ain't you? The first couple of times, I legit thought I was hugging her too tight and she was hurting and crying. And then as soon as I let her go, she just jumping back around.
Right.
Her shoulder and healed up and everything. The Lord and just touched her. I'm like, wow.
People, I mean, okay, man, you got to teach. Then you got to teach the younger generation. You got to teach the younger generation. You got to teach your kids not to be so soft. Man, I beat man.
I got two daughters, man. I hate to say it, but
Beat your
Dylan,
kids.
no. Look, nigga, no. Let's not talk about that, man, because I ain't gonna lie, dog. I told my girl, man, Chelsea, man, for real, man, you gonna bring this shit up, man, for real?
No, I'm just saying, beat your
Nah,
kids.
nah. Let's get something straight here. I am not a firm believer in beating the shit out of your kids, because I came from my childhood. I used to get abused by my dad, so all that beating, whooping and shit, I ain't really for it. So if I gotta discipline my kids, I rather just talk to them, make them feel like, oh damn, my dad just made me feel like I ain't shit, and it works. But at the end of the day, man, I don't agree with that shit. Like I had an incident with my ex this past weekend. Like apparently my daughter came up to she while I was driving to my apartment. She just out of nowhere was like, "Daddy, my mommy said she's not gonna hit me no more." I'm like, "What?" So I waited till after my little 2 hours was up. Went and talked to her, told her, and I was calm about it. Like, look, Dylan said such and such, and she just went off. I'm talking like, don't tell me how to discipline my kids. You know how these kids are. We don't want our kids out here being all wild. I'm like, they ain't gonna be wild. You just watch how you discipline them. And she was just going off the back end, man. I'm just like, man, look, she's just getting out of line, like, 'cause there was people out. Friend was outside too, so she was trying to make a scene or something. And I'm just like, man, like I told Shelton, I said, man, she was about to get that Oni Archer 2. I'm talking like that ground pound, like, just go up in the air, like, Like, for real, it was coming. I was like, while she was just sitting there, just like waving her little finger at me and shit, I was just in my head, just Ultra 2. That's all I was thinking about. Like, yep, okay, you done? All right. Cause she tried to make it seem like I was acting crazy. Tried to make it seem like she's like, well, you need to calm down. I'm like, look, I'm calm. If I ain't calm, you don't know if I wasn't calm in this right now. She was like, I was like, well, I'm telling you this. I'm like, watch how you discipline my kids. You know, at the end of the day, you have a good day. And then she just left, and I went and got my car and dipped out. I'm like, man, I don't play
Beat your
shit.
kids.
Nah, man, I'm
Beat
not a firm.
their ass.
I'm not a firm believer, man. I feel like if I can talk to you and you listen, because every time I talk to my kids, well, every time I talk to Dylan, if she does something wrong, if I talk to her, she ain't gonna do it. It works.
Well, I'm on the other spectrum of the field, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a strong believer of the ass beatery because sometimes talking, you know, saying, I
It's
mean, with
not.
daughters. See, the thing is, with daughters, you can talk to them and you give them that stare down. They're ready already with the crocodile tears.
Yeah,
You
but my
know,
thing is, even with boys, I mean, it's like if you know, I'm not saying like take it out of the spectrum, like don't use it to your advantage, but I mean, don't use it as where they know that they're gonna just get like. I don't ever want my kid to be because what that does is when you beat the shit out your kid with a belt, what that does, and I'm a witness to this because I'm a victim of it. Your kid would be scared to come talk to you about certain shit because all they gonna think about is you about to whoop their ass.
No, they won't.
Okay.
But my mom used to tear my butt up when I did something wrong. But I never had any problems coming to her.
So you have to balance it.
It's
So you,
a yeah.
you
That's the
have to
thing.
balance
Yeah.
it. You have to talk and you have to talk and you got to do some Asbury.
Yeah.
Sometimes
If you don't
case in
balance it.
point, like like my son, he had a real bad day against in football. This was like a year, like 6 months ago. He got in the car. He was like, "Dad, I was about to fuck this motherfucker up." Now that was the first time my son cussed in front of me, and I was like, "God damn, he must have really got pissed. What the hell happened?" So I calmed down and calmed it down. And I told him, talked to him, and everything. And like, I don't, last time I like really put the fisticuffs on my son was like two, 2.5 years ago. But I haven't beat him since. But other than that, I mean, I talked to him, and I'm like, dude, I'm too old. You too old, and I'm too old to be fighting you. But don't get it twisted. I will knock your ass out if it comes to be. But at the end of the day, I'd rather talk to you and for you to figure out and learn how to become a man. And I really don't beat my kids either, but they still get that ass whooping if I have to get them. But it's just you have to. There's a balance. You know what I'm saying? You can't just beat your kids because he ate the last Jello. Like motherfucker, you ate the last Jello. I'm gonna beat your ass. No, you just gotta talk to him. Like, look, you
Like
gotta
this,
share with him. So yeah.
you know
And
when
Um,
it's time to discipline your. Or under what circumstances you would
right.
it's a certain level. It's a certain degree of how you discipline them, and I'm not saying I'm not saying take it away, but it's like when you know that you blatantly just doing it just to do it. And Shelton, we had this conversation like with my situation, because she tried to tell me like, do you think that I'm abusing my kids? And I'm like, well, technically, because she was like, do you see any marks on your kids? I was like, well, technically, if you really want to get, technical with it, she does have marks on her legs. It's like, well, that's come from her playing outside. I was like, I don't know that.
do.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know that.
Right. And then
So,
and then plus the kids don't live with you. Like when I went to pick up my son one time, I saw a big ass burn mark on his hand, and I was like, "What the fuck is that from?" And it's like, "Oh, he touched the curling iron." First thought in my mind I was like, "Bitch, if you what I'm saying, you hurt my kid, that's what he got." But I mean, kids,
man, I'm telling you, that's the shit I was thinking about in my head. Like, man, if I
yeah,
find out, if I
that's when you
find
first
out
go.
If I
Like,
find
but
out that she like just blatantly abusing my kids just to be doing it, she gonna have to answer to me. Like nah,
so
I don't play that
but
shit.
that's what kids do, man. Then
Yeah, this thing that's the idea that I'm getting from you, Carol, is that you have to know when to fine. You have to totally take it off the table.
And I cannot hear you.
yeah, I can't hear you either. What's up with that?
Different. I don't know.
That nigga sound like he far away,
I
talking
know.
down a hall.
That nigga is like one of the co-stars of Gravity. Houston, where are you?
That nigga is talking down the hall from his door.
I've not been able to hear me.
Now we
I would
can.
hear you. Shit,
I hate y'all. I suck.
we don't suck.
We don't suck. Yo, Mike suck.
Yo, Mike suck. Shit.
I'm talking from my tablet. If y'all ain't been able to hear me, y'all just not saying something.
No, you was good until
Yeah.
just like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, 5 minutes. 5 minutes ago, really? Okay. All right.
Why don't you cut that fan off? Because that's probably what's doing it.
Out in here.
Hey, nigga, you got a door. Open that bitch up. Actually, you got a screen door at that.
Neighbors in.
Huh? You got a screen door, too. Go ahead, open that boy up.
So you can just walk in and just steal all my stuff.
Pretty much. I stay, like, right around the corner from you.
Man, let me tell you what my son did. Okay, I picked him up from football practice with him and his friends, and they was trying to convince his one friend about to leave his girl alone, right? And you know, it kind of shocked me that my son was using a lesson I taught him about how to stop putting a girl on the pedestal, and you know, and I was like, that's cool. So then, when I dropped the boy off, my son was like, dude, don't talk to her, bro. She's a thought, like that, right? And I slapped the shit out of him. I was like, boy, don't be calling nobody no thought. What the fuck wrong with you? You got the audacity to say that in front of me? He's like, Dad, I didn't think you knew. I was like, Dad, I didn't think you knew what that meant. I'm like, boy, you got a young parent, dog. What the fuck is wrong with you, dog? It's like, I ain't one of these old fogies, dog. I know what it is. It's like his friend was just rolling. He was like, oh my God.
Nigga, you thought you know what thought meant.
And it was like, and then I told Maria, and then Maria was like, yeah, because you don't want to be called no fan. And then he was like, what does that mean? It's like those whole ass niggas. And then he was like, yeah, see, we know shit you don't even know. He sitting up here talking this bullshit. It's like, man, it's like, see? So it was like, he was just like, he hates that we know everything.
Yeah, the little lingo.
Yeah, he hates it.
Yeah.
Walking around the house saying shit, it'd be
I'm
like,
pretty sure my kids gonna be pissed off when they find out like they try to run that little lingo crap on me. I'm like, what? Just
right.
Shut up. Nah, man.
But that's what happens when you have a family. I will, and then I want to talk about something else too that was brought to my attention.
What's up?
Well, actually, it was I was just sitting here, and I was watching this girl fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was noticing, and it just dawned on me. I was like, I see a lot of girls fighting.
Oh yeah, they throwing them things nowadays. Nah,
I don't see no videos of guys that much fighting.
God, they are throwing them things.
But the thing about it that pissed me off is, even though it's ratchet, it makes me even madder because guys nowadays ain't even throwing these things. The girls in our generation, in our community, got more heart than some of these niggas.
Yeah, they do.
These niggas ready to get the gunplay. You know what I'm saying? My favorite videos when his baby mama brother beat him up. First thing out of his mouth.
Get the heat, bro.
Get the heat,
Bro, get the heat, bro.
That's the first thing out of his goddamn mouth. Not, I'm gonna get up and beat this nigga ass. No, I'm gonna get them and shoot this nigga. See what I'm saying?
Heat, bro. Get the heat.
It's a damn shame that our women is tougher than we, than some of these men out here. Like, you can't take an ass whooping.
I need y'all to take the time to look at the picture that I put in the inbox.
Wow. Why? Why they do that? Why they do that? Why?
Is that?
Yes.
Why they do that to him?
Why they do that to him? Anyway, I'm glad you brought that picture up because I want to address something with him, and I hope you listening, and I know this is gonna get back to him. Carl, Perfect Legend White. Let me explain something to you. As
Damn.
long as you black and as long as you a male, don't you ever fucking take another selfie with another man. That was the gayest shit I ever seen today. I don't give a damn if it was Justin Wong. Don't you ever take another motherfucking selfie with a dude.
What?
So who? So who?
Wait, what?
Yeah, he took a selfie with him and Justin Wong. And I'm looking and I'm like, so who's the bitch? Who's the guy? Who's the bitch? Don't ever do that again in your life. Don't you
Wait a
ever do
minute.
that in your life.
What? Where is this? Oh hell no! I'm looking at it now.
Don't you ever in your life do that again, Carl. I'm serious, dude. I'm serious. As a friend to for a brother to a brother, don't you ever do that shit again, dog. I was looking at that and my gaydar went off. It was like spider sense tingling. I was like, Carl,
Hey,
really?
did you get the Kill Bill thing?
Yes.
It's almost touching in a loving fashion.
Man, seriously, dog. Seriously, no. Seriously, dog. Daryl, would you like to take a selfie with me?
No, fuck out of here, nigga.
Hey, Kevin, would you like to take a selfie with me?
Only if one of our women is in the middle.
Oh, okay. I'll give you that.
Other than that, no, not at all.
Dude, their heads were hitting each other, dog. I was looking at this. I was like, dude, are you serious?
Ooh, I took the picture of the at least their shoulders have to be in the picture.
Nah, man.
They can't be that close.
Nah, man. You can't be. Nah, man. I don't care, man. Nah, man. Nah, man. You can't. Nah, man.
Just neck on up, right?
So what? Mm-hmm. But Carl, seriously, don't do that ever again. Ever, dude. Please. But I need to find out why they put him on a big wheel. Why is that picture in existence? And why is it so goddamn hilarious? And why is it on the NetherRealm Studios community board? What did he do? Why? Why, man? That is hilarious, dog. They really do not like Carl, man. I can't help it. I can't help it that Carl be beating their ass. You know, shouts out for him winning. You know, Mortal Kombat 9. You know what I'm saying? Mortal Kombat 10 gonna come out and he's still gonna be busting their ass. So, as long as he just don't take no selfies with another dude, we good.
Yes.
So yeah. When I saw that, I was like, man, are you serious? What the hell? I just love it that, you know, family and friend members of the opposite sex on my page, they can post up half-naked muscular man pics. But then I'm supposed to sit here and look at this shit. But then when I post up a fully clothed woman, I'ma tell your wife, look at that shit. You so damn disrespectful. Motherfucker. Look at my guy. How am I disrespectful?
Get the heat, cuz.
He was like, get the heat, cuz.
Hey man, I'm trying to find it, man. I can't find that video no more.
I know exactly where it's at. Hold on, give me that video.
I want to watch it because that shit was funny. He was like, cuz. I was like, dude, cuz.
He's like, get the heat, cuz. Get the heat.
Get the heat, cuz.
That video that that guy with the basketball broke that little girl's ankles.
Oh, that is so hilarious.
We need to show that to her when she's 18 just to put her in her place.
Hell yeah.
She's bad.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why they always pick on Carl. I don't like what the.
Cause they can't beat him. They can't beat him.
I mean, I ain't taking nothing away from Carl, but Carl is pretty fucking good at that game. Like, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's beatable, but it's hard to beat him in that game.
Right.
that's what people can't seem to understand. Like once you get over the fact that he's beatable, like everybody else is, then yeah, like he trolls. He's like the Reggie Miller of the NRS community. Like he trolls people in the
Right.
NRS. I'm like, fuck, I gotta play Perfect Legend. Like, don't let Perfect Legend do this. Yep, Perfect Legend already got your head. You lost.
Right.
Get the heat, cuz. I'm waiting on that video, cuz.
I'm trying to find it. I thought I had it, but it directed me to a different video. God
Get
damn.
the heat, cuz. Get the. I nigga, get the heat, cuz.
Yeah, man, that video. Go get the heat, cuz. Get the heat.
Man, my brother, man, he pissed me off earlier today, dog. This motherfucker. Come, no, it was my sister. It was my grandmother's how about to say graduation? Hell no. It was her birthday at dinner, right? This nigga comes over. He comes over my house. He comes over my house dressed up in a polo shirt with some jeans and fucking dress shoes with a sports jacket. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
What's wrong with that?
Nigga, man, wait till you see the pictures, dog. You're gonna be like, oh, hell nah, nigga, for real. You like, nah. Hey, man. My girl straight up told me, like, man, your brother's a nigga. I was like, I know.
Found it. Finally, here you go.
Found it. Yes. I need that. Come on to post that on my Facebook. Get the heat, cuz.
Get the heat.
Get the heat, cuz.
Oh, yeah, hold on. It didn't copy it. Hold on, let me.
Hell nah.
He was getting his ass whooped, and she ain't making no better. Hey, you don't like that, do you? You fucking with a real nigga now. You fucking with a man. You fucking with a man. Get the heat, bruh. Then his boy was like,
Dude,
God, please don't fight in my house. Please, bruh. Please don't fight
posted
in my
the
house.
same picture again, dog.
Who?
You, Shelton, that picture of fucking Carl and
No, because Kevin didn't see it.
oh.
That's it right there. Get the heat, cuz.
Get the
But
heat,
no, man.
cuz.
But no, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we about to wrap this up real soon, but I just want to let y'all know that you dudes need to chill out, have some standards, have some morals, you know what I'm saying?
And get the heat, cuz. Get the heat, cuz. What's gonna happen?
I mean, ladies, I need y'all to stop catering to these bums. You know what I'm saying? Stop bragging about being independent when you get in the government or you on Section 8. I need y'all to be real woman again. I need y'all to handle that, and I need you to snap that, for your men, because some of y'all women ain't taking care of y'all hygiene properly. And you got dudes out here thinking that you got that good, but your shit ain't that good because he doesn't know any better, and you don't even know any better. It's a goddamn shame. You know what? Let's talk about that. It's a goddamn shame that some men out here know when a woman's about to get on their menstrual cycle, and the women don't even know. It's the truth. There's some women out here that don't know their body. That a man knows more of their body than a woman does. That's a shame.
Yeah. Get the heat, cuz.
So
So what y'all doing for see that OG PS3 in the back? Yeah. I'm at the
Going to my cousin's house tomorrow.
well, I'll be the only person at work tomorrow, so yeah.
Hey, you getting that holiday pay, bro. You getting time and a half?
Yep.
Yeah, see, I'll just get paid for that day.
Out the entire day.
What?
I'm working the entire day, 12 hours tomorrow. And but Tuesday I'm off, and Tuesday I'm turning off the phone. I'm kicking the kids out. I don't care who's gonna be in the room. I don't care. It's watch hours.
Yeah, watch dogs.
Watch dogs.
Watch
Watch
dogs.
dogs Tuesday. Don't care. Kids. The only thing I
My
probably do,
PSC account.
I'll probably get their boys haircut on Tuesday. But other than that, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
How's the lady doing with the women?
Huh?
Huh?
Oh,
What?
This nigga speaking Mandarin. What's on here, y'all?
Right.
how's the lady doing with the women?
Oop, oop, eat up, oop, up.
How's
What?
what with the women?
How's Delane doing with the women?
Oh, well, he's still got a girlfriend, and yeah, they liking each other, they digging each other. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Oh, hey, I met Kyle's girlfriend.
for real,
Yeah.
how that turned out.
Oh, she's pregnant.
Well, I mean, besides that, I mean, is
Oh
she?
man, it was so cute. It was so funny. Like she was all like looking after him, like if he had something on his shirt, she was all like, "Oh, look, you got this on your shirt. Let me clean it up for you."
Wow.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah. But he taking care of her. He almost got his ass whooped by her because he tried to take some of her food. I said, "Dog, you don't do that." He was like, "What? I wanted some of her food." I said, "Kyle, she's pregnant. She's liable to beat the shit out of you. You even touch a fucking fry off her plate."
Right.
He was like, "Oh."
Oh,
So lucky me, I had like 3 packs of Gushers on me, right? So I'm eating them and shit. And I looked at her, I was like, "You want one?" I was like, "You want some?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Here, I'll just give you a whole pack." I came back. She was like, "Oh, those Gushers were great." I was like, "Kyle, now you gotta go get her some Gushers now." I was like,
Right.
"Cause now she want the Gushers. You better go to Sam's Club, get her a box of Gushers, nigga."
you saved life.
Huh?
Saved your brother's life.
Hell yeah, I did. And then like, get his ass beat. I'm talking like the brakes. She had that look like she was about to stab that nigga right there. I was like, damn. I was like, ain't nothing we could have did about it, bro. You put your hand in the cookie jar.
Come back with a nub.
Right. Shit. But I guess we can wrap this up. And.
Oh, by the way, happy belated birthday to Patti LaBelle. Yes, you can still get it with your flying, sexy 70-year-old ass. God damn.
Going on.
Oh my god.
To put these young chicks to shame.
Yeah, she's 70 years old and she looking better than half these motherfuckers that's walking around the street looking like goddamn velociraptors. God damn.
Oh, Angela Bassett.
Oh my god. Look, let me tell you what happened just recently. We was in the bed, right? We was just chilling. And and Stella got a groove that came on, right? And the first 20 minutes, right? Angela's really showing off her form, right? My wife was talking to me, but I wasn't paying her no goddamn attention at all. And she was like, "Yeah, so I'm gonna wait till you get done drooling over Angela Bassett." I'm like, "Huh?" Yeah, Angela Bassett on the screen, Stella. It was like, God damn, this woman, god damn. And she was like, "You know what?" I was like, "Get out your goddamn feels, because if this was Idris Elba, your ass wouldn't be talking to me right now." That's different. I'm like, shut your ass up. I ain't got time for that. I'm just telling you. Shit. Angela Bassett.
Admiring his form.
I know, right?
Non-lustful way. Yeah, okay.
Right. So, I don't know, man. Man, oh my god, man. I was all in like I ain't never seen the movie before. I was like, yo. Man, man, we gonna buy. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna hold a Kickstarter to get Kevin a goddamn new mic, because this mic, man, oh my god,
Man, this nigga shit. His computer shuts down every 5 minutes. Have you been using that XBMC that I hooked you up with?
No. I'm on my now. I'm not using it from my computer because my computer shuts down.
Man, let me tell you this. I watched the whole UFGT stream on that shit, and that shit came in clear. Clear. I'm talking. I was literally sitting at watching TV, like I was just watching TV, like it wasn't shit. I was like, damn, this shit is clear as fuck.
When my computer just shuts off.
Yeah, you need to just.
Yeah.
Who built that computer for you?
I did.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Years it was great. So something happened in the last year.
I don't know, man. You need to.
Fortunately, when I go to my computer gurus, they can't help me.
For one, the one thing about computer technicians, and I will tell you this, if it's a computer made by, by a company like that, like Dell, HP, you know what I'm saying, like that, yeah, we gonna be able to work on it all day and every day. But when you got a computer that you built, we're like, we don't know what the fuck wrong. We don't know what you got in this motherfucker. We don't know what specs you put on there. We don't know what BIOS you put on there. We don't know.
You came over here and checked and looked at it.
I sure did, and I told you what to do. Did you do it?
Yes, I did.
You did it.
Yes, but the problem is there's no way for me to reenact when it turns off.
It's like the doctor. See, you say you're telling me that it's cutting off, then when I come over there, it never does it. It just don't. It just.
His computer be like, you know what, Daryl's here. We gonna act good. It's like the mechanic.
Yeah, it's like the mechanic. And then I get that all the time at my job. Like, they'll be mad as hell. They'll put it to. They're like, man, this goddamn office just don't work. And I come over there like, okay, click, click. Oh, look, it's opening up. What the fuck did you do? And I'm like, nothing.
and ladies and gentlemen, he ain't lying when they say what the fuck you do. They be like that too. He's like, what the fuck did you do? Like, damn, calm down. This ain't that serious.
I just came and opened it up, and it opened. Like, I don't know. Okay. Went to user's desk. Issue has been resolved. Closing ticket. Shit.
It amazes me how people will cuss at you or cuss you out when their computer is down at work. They'll let you know.
Man, look, we'll sit here all day and talk about work shit. Like, I was mad as hell that I had to dress up today because, I got to dress up every day at work. I'm like, man, I got to dress up on a fucking Sunday, but this is my grandma's birthday party, but hey, I guess. I was like, fuck it. I was mad as hell. Nah, you want to talk about that computer shit. Like, what pisses me off the most is, like, impatient ass motherfuckers, like, when their computer get fucked up and they think that I'm supposed to just magically turn shit around in, like, 10 minutes because, they have a meeting to have in, like, 30 minutes. Like,
well, sir, did you back it up? No. Well, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to even talk about that shit because I don't want to get in trouble,
Right.
So, end users. But all right, man, let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
And let's start a Kickstarter for Kevin so you can get him a brand new computer or something.
Yeah. Let's do that.
You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do, Kevin? Just for you, on Sundays, I'm gonna let you borrow my other laptop so you can use it, so it won't shut off on you, and I'll come pick it up the next day. Just so it won't shut off. Look, I got it right here. Look, you see that? Look, right here.
Oh man. He's like, I'm not amused.
He's like, I'm not amused at all. He wants his shit fixed.
I got a drop Kickstarter for both of y'all.
Good luck, nigga.
All right, man. I'm about to get out of here.
All right, fellas.
All right.
All right. Wait.